Hey guys, welcome back to another unboxing video. And before I get into the unboxing, I just want to comment about why this video and the next video, the next unboxing that I do, why they even exist. These are for a couple of games that I have owned for a good 2 or 3 years now. And I chose to put them on the shelf and just leave them in a box situation, because I wasn't going to even open the boxes for these until the day I decided I wanted to play these games. That was until a couple weeks back when I bought a shelf that's in my living room that's going to be displaying all of my all of my statues and special edition items that come from those. And then I was like, okay, well, now I definitely want to get these things out, put them on the shelf. Why not do an unboxing video for them? So that's why these are unboxings of stuff that are several years old. In this particular video, I'm going to be unboxing the inFamous 2 Hero Edition for PlayStation 3. And hopefully I've got this set up good enough to do this. Unlike the Just Cause 3 one that I did before, because the box was so much bigger than even this one is. So give me a moment here to try to cut this open without totally messing everything up. I was a inFamous fan the first time I played the demo for the first game on a PS3, like a demo kiosk in I think at one of the Walmarts that I worked at. And I really got into the game, and I played the first inFamous. I haven't completed it, but I played it a few years back, and I was really into it. And I managed to pick this special edition up for a really reasonable price, and I want to believe it was early 2014, and it may have even been further back than that. Alright, so the box is open. Let us pull out what is inside. So the first thing that I'm going to pull out here, I think, is this. This is bigger than I thought it was. This is a wearable full-size replica sling pack. I believe that this is something that the main character here wears, which I was going to see. Yeah, Cole. Sorry, I was trying to remember the guy's name, but I believe that this is something that he wears in the game, and this is a wearable life-size replica of his little sling pack. And interestingly enough, that looks a whole lot like, it's reminding me very much of like Sly Cooper, which this is from Insomniac Games, and isn't it? Oh, excuse me, Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch that did that. Insomniac was something else. Insomniac did Ratchet and Clank. Anyway, there's the bag. I mean, it's got straps and pouch areas, and it's pretty awesome. And it's also something that I would never use myself, because I just don't feel like video game stuff like this should be used out in the wild. So anyway, I'll package that up here in a little bit. Let's pull out the next thing. Just a little bit of packaging in there. It says inFamous 2 on the top. So, of course, here's a very important part, the game itself. inFamous 2, this, at the time, included early access to the Uncharted 3 multiplayer beta, which doesn't really matter now because that was 5 years ago. And then we have an inFamous comic book, looks like. The box says, yes, mini inFamous #1 comic from DC Comics. And I wish my screensaver would stop shutting off on me. And then the most important part to me is, of course, the Cole statue here. This is why I opened this up and did this video, because I wanted to set this up and put it on the shelf that I mentioned before. So, like I did with my Just Cause 3 grappling hook, I'll see real quick if I can't put this together. I'm always a little iffy about the way they package these. Trying to remove those little zip ties. They're not zip ties, but anyway. Okay, so the statue here comes in basically two pieces. There's the base, and then there is Cole himself here. And he's got a little step pose here, so it looks like his leg or his foot goes onto this step, and then there he is. I would assume this is probably the corner of a building or a skyscraper of some sort, because I remember you did a lot of climbing on buildings in the first game. Like I said, I really loved the first game, and I loved the fact that our guy here could climb all over everything. It was very Assassin's Creed reminiscent. It also reminds me a lot of games I've been playing here lately, like Just Cause 3 and Dying Light, and then, like I said, the Assassin's Creed series, and plenty of others, I do believe. But there he is. There's Cole. He's going to go somewhere up on my shelf over there. So, and that's everything that is in the box. At the back of the box does say inFamous 2 Super Voucher with special in-game items included a skin, electrocution grenade power, 24K gold amp, lightning hook power, soundtrack available via download. The problem is, with this being 5 years old, I'm not sure how many of those codes are still going to be, redeemable at this point. But even if I don't get any of that stuff, the game, the statue, the comic, and the replica pack are all pretty freaking cool. I'm glad that I did open this up and get to see all of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for another unboxing that'll be done and up shortly after this one. So see you then.